Hugo Reed. Welcome back. I have some books I'm looking forward to sharing with you today. The first one is Zoom In on Grasshoppers. I've started to see some grasshoppers outside now that it's warming up, so I thought this would be kind of a fun one to get some facts about grasshoppers. This is by Melissa Stewart. She's written a lot. Melissa Stewart is a very well-known nonfiction writer for children. So look at that photo. Those little, even the little dots on the grasshoppers. Look at their legs. Such a good picture. Look at these. It'll talk later about their back legs. Look. So here's the back leg. This is kind of the tail of the grasshopper going out. So let's see what we can learn about grasshoppers. Okay, this is giving us a table of contents and also some words to know. Antenna, two long body parts on the head of insects and some other animals. Antenna help animals sense the world around them. So there they are. And nymph. It's kind of a, see how it's spelled? The second part in the life cycle of some insects, a nymph changes into an adult. So I'm sure we're going to hear more about both of those. Grasshopper homes. And then it has a zoom bubble so we can see it up close. Although this one is really close too, isn't it? So awesome. It says, grasshoppers live in many parts of the world. They need warm weather and lots of plants to eat. You'll find some kinds of grasshoppers in the fields, gardens, and deserts. Others live in trees and bushes. I've never seen one like that with red eyes, have you? The parts of a grasshopper. So there's the antenna, the head, the eye, the wing, the leg, the thorax, which is the body of an insect, and the abdomen. So this is the back part. The thorax, I should say, is the middle part. So like that's especially easy to see on an ant. You can tell where their thorax is and their abdomen because they're in such clear three parts. Grasshopper body. A grasshopper is an insect. An insect has 6 legs and its body has 3 parts. An insect's head is in front, the thorax is in the middle, and the abdomen part is in the back. So next time you look like at an ant, you'll know the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Wow, look at that. That's really magnified, isn't it? It says 2 of its 3 small eyes. So besides the big eye, it has some smaller eyes. Wow, that would really help it see all around it, wouldn't it? Grasshopper eyes. See the 2 big eyes on this grasshopper's head? They help it see shapes and colors. They can tell when something moves. A grasshopper also has 3 small eyes. They can tell if it's day or night. So I guess these aren't really picking up movement so much. Like I said, they're picking up whether it's day or night, so it's more just dark and light. That's interesting because our eyes do all those things, right? They see movement, they see color, they see if it's dark or light, but their eyes have different things that they do. So some see the color and movement and some see dark and light. There's a good picture of the antenna. A grasshopper has 2 long antennae on the top of its head. They can feel and smell. Some can hear too, but most grasshoppers have ears on their legs. Wow. Think how different our bodies would be if we were hearing from our legs. There it goes. See it when mid-flight? And there we can see its back legs are folded. They're extended out from being folded. Grasshopper legs. There's another zoom bubble. A grasshopper has 6 legs. They're attached to the middle of its body. A grasshopper uses its legs to walk from place to place. The front legs can hold food. The back legs help the insect jump through the air. So the front legs kind of act like arms too if they can help hold the food. Wow, look at that. That shows its wings out too. That's kind of amazing. Grasshopper wings. Most grasshoppers have 2 sets of wings, but they do not fly as well as other insects. Grasshoppers stretch out their wings when they jump. That helps them glide a long way. So they wouldn't be like a butterfly where they would just take off and be flapping their wings because their wings don't work as well. But they do help them once they've launched with their legs to help them go further. Ooh, look at that close up. You can really see that, at least the one extra eye on that, can't you? Right here. We can see its antenna really magnified. You can see all the little segments of it. Look at this. It's going to talk about it, how it eats. And then can you see that one? I'll stay up close on that one if I can see the page. A grasshopper is not a picky eater. It will munch on any plant it can find. It likes the grass in your yard. It likes corn, wheat, and clover too. It even eats tree bark. Wow. Woo, look at, there's a red grasshopper. That's kind of crazy. This one has red eyes. Many grasshoppers are green. They stay safe by blending in with leaves. Other grasshoppers eat plants that are full of poison. They become poisonous too. Their bodies send out a message that say, don't eat me, you'll get sick. So I don't think they'd be poisonous to people because we don't eat grasshoppers. But if a bird ate them, it would make them sick. This says the nymph does not have wings. So remember at the beginning it talked about the second stage, I believe it was, let's look back, was the nymph. Yeah, the second part of the life cycle. So here is one. It looks like a grasshopper, but it doesn't have the wings. So it's not quite fully developed. Grasshopper nymphs. A young grasshopper is called a nymph. It looks a lot like its parents, but it's small and has no wings. The nymph eats and grows and eats and grows. After 6 to 8 weeks, it turns into an adult. So after a month or 2 months, it will turn into an adult. It would be interesting to be looking for these right now because in a month to 2 months, it'll be full summer. So it'd be interesting if you see grasshoppers, look and see if they have that extra long wing that sticks out like it did on this one. Oh, let's see. I guess that's this. You know what? Now that I say that, I'm not sure. Let's go back to the wing page and look again. The fun thing about these books is I get to learn along with you. Well, I guess this is just showing them when they're out. So you're going to have to do a little scientist observation to figure out that whole wing situation, because honestly, I'm not exactly sure. Okay, and now we're to the life cycle. A grasshopper starts its life inside of an egg. A nymph eats twice its weight in food every day. Oh my goodness, if you were a nymph, you'd have to eat twice as much as you weigh every day. That would be a lot of food. The adult grasshopper dies at the end of summer. So they just live for one season, it looks like. They stay around while it's warm. And then this is some websites and some different books about grasshoppers. If you're interested in learning more, you can take a screenshot of that. And I would encourage you to look for books by Melissa Stewart when you go to the library if you're looking for nonfiction. I think she's a good author. Here's a couple more that she's written that are the Zoom In series. So I hope you enjoyed the book. I will see you later. Bye.